We have a very prominent, juicy, sweet pear note here. I have no words to describe this perfume. It's so incredible. Guys, I find this fragrance so freaking gorgeous. It's worth every single penny. So if you like bespoke fragrances, this one is a must try. Hi guys, I'm Giselle. I review fragrances. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And today I want to review 5 rose fragrances that don't smell old-fashioned. So if you want to hear more about them, let's dive in. The first fragrance I have for you today is Rose of No Man's Land by Byredo. I love this house. I love this house, as you probably know. This fragrance is so exquisite. It's very clean, very ethereal, very sheer, very minimalistic. This is completely, totally in line with this house typical DNA, which is very clean, soapy, sometimes very minimalistic, gender neutral. And this is no exception. Rose of No Man's Land is a fragrance that even non-rose lovers might enjoy. Very clean, as I was saying, very inoffensive. This is perfect for work, perfect for day, perfect for night. It doesn't matter the occasion. You can never go wrong with this fragrance. It's actually a tribute to nurses that in World War I helped all soldiers regardless of origin and nationality, hence the name No Man's Land. And the soldiers themselves named those nurses Rose. So this fragrance is a tribute to these wonderful nurses. So beautiful. I wouldn't say this is a photorealistic rose scent. It doesn't resemble the typical rose that you pluck from your backyard. It's not that type of rose. It's not velvety, it's not jammy. It's a very clean, airy type of rose. We have pink pepper, Turkish rose. Did you know that to make just 1 ounce of rose absolute, they need between 60,000 and 100,000 roses? Unbelievable, just for 1 ounce of oil. We also have raspberry blossom. I never saw that note in other fragrances. Raspberry blossom, never saw that. And in the base, we have papyrus in white amber. I think papyrus is a very elegant note, and it's not uncommon to see it combined with cedar oftentimes, which gives fragrances that dry type of component. Don't get me wrong, this is not a dry fragrance, but when it dries down, when the fragrance settles, you can smell something a tad bit dry, slightly reminiscent of a tissue paper, for example, something very delicate, that type of dryness. So it is a very delicate, very refined, very chic scent. This is an all year round type of scent, although I think it smells particularly beautiful in warm weather, especially hot and humid weather is a perfect season or a perfect climate for this scent. It's really, really beautiful. Projection is incredible. Lasting power is about 5 hours, at least on my skin, but projection is remarkable and it leaves a very, very beautiful sillage. So if you haven't found your perfect rose fragrance because you don't like the typical more vintage leaning type of rose, this one is an absolute must try. Rose of No Man's Land by Byredo. The next fragrance I have for you today is African Rose by Memo Paris. I have no words to describe this perfume. It's so incredible. This is one of, oh my goodness, this is one of the most beautiful and unique rose fragrances I have in my entire collection. It's very spicy in the opening, slightly powdery, but it's done in a very modern way. This is a very contemporary scent. It's one of the very few powdery rose fragrances that smells so contemporary, very avant-garde, nothing vintage here. And I bring this up because this is the topic of this video. I know that many people can't stand rose, or they like rose, but they don't like those that are more vintage leaning. I totally understand that. That's the reason why I decided to do this video, and this fragrance fits here perfectly. So it's very spicy in the opening, as I was saying. We have saffron, we have cumin, and we have cardamom right in the opening. In the heart, we have rose, of course, as I always say, the middle notes, the heart notes, it's what the fragrance is about. So if this is a rose fragrance, you can expect to see rose in the middle notes. So We have patchouli as well. And then we have oud, we have musk, we have leather and vetiver in the base. It's a stunning perfume. It's expensive, I'm not gonna lie. It is an expensive fragrance, but it's one of those cases where, in my opinion, it's worth every single penny. This is a very strong fragrance. It has a very strong presence. However, it's not overpowering. It's not intrusive. It's ultra luxurious. It smells even more expensive than what it is. And it's expensive enough, trust me. But it's so good. So luxurious smelling. So well done. I think that 𝘄𝏉 does rose like no one else. They have a very particular way to do rose. I also have French leather rose, which is different from French leather, also from the same house. But I would put French leather rose in this same category. Ultra luxurious, very expensive smelling. This is a fragrance for special occasions, whatever that means to you. But it's a fragrance for a special occasion. I think it's an all year rounder. You can wear it to a wedding, you can wear it to dinner, you can wear it to a party. But I think, like I said, I think it's a very special fragrance. I would wear this for special occasions. And to me, it's a typical nighttime scent. It's slightly powdery. It is slightly powdery, but don't worry, it doesn't smell like an old compact powder case. Nothing like that. Absolutely beautiful. If you haven't yet, please give this one a try. If you like rose, and if you like African leather, also from the same house, which is a magnificent, magnificent fragrance, I highly encourage you to try African Rose by 𝘄𝏉. Moving on, the next one on my list is 𝘆𝚰 by BDK. Guys, I find this fragrance so freaking gorgeous. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. I love it. People find it similar to Delina and Guidance. I cannot relate to that at all. Certainly not to Delina. Maybe there's a hint of Guidance, but very decent hint. Now, I think the inspiration behind this fragrance was another perfume from the house, which is Tabac Rose. They are pretty similar. Tabac Rose has a gourmand component. It's a chocolatey type of rose scent, and I can pick that here as well. So if you try 𝘆𝚰 and if you also have Tabac Rose at home in your collection, please do me a favor. Try both and then come back and comment below, because I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about this. By the way, in case you didn't know, I also review fragrances on Instagram. I would love for you to follow me. And I received tons of DMs from people saying that they watched my video and they actually thought it was similar to Guidance. However, after I mentioned the similarities with Tabac Rose, they tested at home and they confirmed they felt the same way. So I'm really curious about your thoughts. It doesn't matter, you don't have to feel the same way, but I'm really curious. So it opens very sparkling. We have a very prominent, juicy, sweet pear note here. The pear is pretty photorealistic, but that pear note subsides after 10 minutes. I don't pick that pear anymore, and I get a much deeper and powdery, creamier type of scent. This is a very modern rose fragrance, very different from any rose fragrance I smelled before, except for Tabac Rose, and it lasts forever. This fragrance is a beast, and trust me when I tell you that, I'm not even exaggerating. It lasts 12-14 hours on my skin. It literally lasts all day, and as I always say, I like to wear different fragrances throughout the day, depending on my mood, where I'm going, whatever. So I like to swap my fragrances throughout the day. And if I start with 𝘆𝚰, I know I'm done for the day. I won't be able to wear anything else, because this will be not only very present, but also very dominant. It's there and you can't get rid of it. So if you like beast mode fragrances, this one is a must try. Projection is definitely above average, and it also leaves a very beautiful sugary sillage. In this case, this sillage is very dense, so be mindful with your spritzes. During the summer, this fragrance projects even more. Again, circling back to what I was saying earlier, this fragrance is a beast. So if you like beast mode fragrances, this one is a must try. And be careful with your spritzes depending on where you go. This is not an office safe type of scent. I wouldn't recommend this fragrance for the office. However, it's a great scent. You can wear it all year round, day or night, and it's a very fun scent to wear. So if you haven't yet, please try 𝘆𝚰. I love the bottle. I love the bottle. This ombre, it's just stunning. just as stunning as the fragrance. The next one on my list is Roses Greedy by Mancera. Mancera fragrances are very unique. Just like Montal fragrances, they are actually sister companies. And this one is very, very, oh, it's so good. It's so unique, so good. It's a stunning perfume, ultra feminine, very strong. This scent opens like a punch in your face, I'm not gonna lie, but after 5 minutes, don't get me wrong, it's a punch in your face, but very, very beautiful. It's very fruity. It's more fruity than floral in the opening, I will say. We have peach, we have mandarin, we have coconut, we have blackcurrant. It's definitely like a burst of fruits in the opening, like a fruit salad. It's delicious. I get a lot of the creamy coconut here, but it's very creamy but very smooth. Actually, I think the coconut here is what soothes a little bit the opening. Otherwise, it will be even punchier. Really, really beautiful, very addictive. This fragrance is addictive. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It is very addictive. This is a very strong scent. It's not for the faint of heart. This is for those who like to command attention. This is a type of scent that will enter the room before you do. Roses Greedy will announce your presence. No words needed. It's really, really nice. Very unique as well. Very unique. Let me spray it on my arm. So stunning. So as the fragrance transitions, we get to the heart notes where we have rose, jasmine, and aquatic flowers. The house doesn't list any particular aquatic flower, but I'm guessing water lily or maybe lotus, something like that. It's pretty aquatic. This is a very fun, youthful, modern type of scent. Very sexy, very sensual. Definitely very sexy, very sensual, very alluring. Really, really nice. And as the fragrance keeps transitioning and finally dries down, we have a musky, ambery, resinous, vanillic type of base. As all or most Mancera fragrances, it lasts forever. The sillage is incredible. Projection is definitely above average the entire lifetime of the fragrance. This fragrance will continue projecting until you get rid of it. It lasts all day, literally all day. And sometimes I even have to scrub it off in the shower to get rid of this fragrance because it is very, very powerful. It's a powerhouse, no doubt. And this was Roses Greedy by Mancera. And the last one for today is A Kiss from a Rose by one of my favorite houses, Kilian. I don't know why this fragrance doesn't get more love. It really has gone completely incognito. Many people didn't even know it exists. So gorgeous. FedEx. Maybe they are delivering my order. So this is a very photorealistic rose. It's a very clean rose. The nose behind is none other than Alberto Morillas. I don't know, I have some sort of bias. Everything that's created by him, it's like, I know for a fact I will like it. It is absolutely gorgeous. He's a master perfumer, of course, but coincidence or not, most of his creations are top favorites in my collection. So this is a green type of rose, and no wonder because we have blackcurrant in the top notes. And blackcurrant, I don't know if you watched one of my previous videos, because I explained that blackcurrant is a very tricky note because usually most people associate with a very juicy, sugary, sweet type of scent, which usually that's one of the avenues that blackcurrant can take. However, blackcurrant, it's also used to create woody, floral, and green scents as well, and the profile is completely different. The scent profile is different, and this is the case. I think the green aspect of this fragrance is coming from the blackcurrant. At the fragrance transitions, we get rose in the middle notes. Of course, again, the main character here is the rose, so it has to be in the middle notes, in the heart of the scent. And it's when the rose starts becoming more prominent. But this is a very modern rose. I mean, let's face it, if you're familiar with the house, all Kilian fragrances are extremely modern, very edgy, very contemporary. I think I haven't smelled one single fragrance from this house that smells or leans vintage. And quick disclaimer here, I have nothing against vintage fragrances. In fact, I like them. I have a lot in my collection, but this video is about non-old-fashioned vintage leaning fragrances because I know that many people don't like them, and we're all different. I respect all opinions, but I just wanted to put this little disclaimer here just in case. I don't want to offend anyone. So as I was saying, this is a pretty green rose scent, very beautiful, very photorealistic. This is not your jammy, velvety, deep, dark red rose. This is a green or white, greenish type of rose. I absolutely love it. It's a very unique scent. It's very clean, very sexy. I think this one could be unisex. This is a unisex type of rose, if you will. However, I will say it leans more feminine. Maybe 70-30, 70% feminine leaning, 30% masculine leaning. However, I think a guy who likes flowers, who likes rose in fragrances, might enjoy this perfume. It's very beautiful, very chic, very elevated, very effortless chic, I would say. It's very sophisticated. It's also very inoffensive. You can overspray this scent and you will never overwhelm anyone. It's really inoffensive. You can overspray a kiss from a rose and you will never go wrong. You will never choke people around you. I don't know how Kilian blended this composition, but it is so smooth, so well-rounded that it will never be intrusive. It will never offend anyone. It's super versatile. Actually, that's what I like about a rose. Very sexy. I wouldn't say this is a femme fatale type of rose, but I still think it's very sexy in its own way, very clean, signature scent worthy, 100%. An all year rounder. During the winter, it smells crispy, more crystalline, while during the summer, it smells a little bit creamier and sweeter. It lasts about 5-6 hours on my skin. I always carry a decant because I like to respray throughout the day. It is a soft fragrance, but it has a very nice presence and everybody will notice it. So if you haven't yet, please try A Kiss from a Rose. So guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you're new here, I truly hope you enjoy my content. And if that's the case, I would highly appreciate if you consider subscribing. Please, if you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you won't miss my upcoming videos. Stay safe, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.